This gonna be the setup. He always come in around that time.
I don't know. We might have to cut it to. Hold on a second. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that in a second. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we live.
Right on.
You see what I'm saying? So, but yo, this is Brandon Dixon, Brandon B. Dixon. Now we are live on LinkedIn. We're live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, so on and so forth. However, we're not live on Instagram, not just yet. So I'm gonna figure the kink out on that. I know I've been saying it a couple of weeks, but let's go ahead and get started, man. We're talking real estate real quick. I got my guest host in the building. Got CJ the Realtor. You know, so go ahead, introduce yourself, and let's go ahead and get started, man.
All right, what's up, everybody? CJ the Realtor here in Houston, Texas. Check me out on all social media platforms. CJ Sales Texas, CJSELLSTX. If you need anything, hit me up 832-338-3182. Check out my website, greenwoodrealtytx.com. If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, invest, you name it, hit me up.
Right. And let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna get a little promotion because this is gonna be pretty much a promotion show. Because we about to. This is what we're gonna do. Announce right up front. First of all, we're gonna answer any questions that you want. Any questions we're gonna answer right here on the air. So if y'all in the Facebook group, y'all in LinkedIn, type your questions in the chat box. We'll answer. Comment box, we'll answer. So go ahead and type your question in right now. Anything you want to ask on real estate, financing, listing, selling, commercial, whatever you want to ask. So go ahead and ask that. This is gonna be the last show for the Power of Ownership podcast as we know it. So I'm gonna revamp the show. We're about to go a little bit more high end. We're gonna bring it to you in 4K. We're gonna bring it to you edited. And we're not going to do the lives no more. We're going to do pre-recorded shows, but it's going to be highly edited. So what we're going to do, if you got questions, go ahead and type them in the comments on whatever platform that you're looking at. And next time we shoot the show, we'll read your question on the show. You know, so stay tuned for that. So, but everything we're going to do is going to be recorded and edited as far as the Power of Ownership podcast. So this is the last We're Talking Real Estate / Power of Ownership podcast that we're gonna do live. The rest we're gonna still do the We're Talking Real Estate on live on Tuesdays, but the Power of Ownership podcast is about to be pre-recorded. You know, so it's always gonna be separate. So let's go ahead and get started, man. If you're trying to get a mortgage, let's go ahead and get started. www.applywithb.com, man. That's my website. You got mortgage calculator there. You can check my rates. You can book me for a Zoom call. Everything's right there, ready to go, ready for you to go, man. Also, you can @Billionaire Loan Officer, all one word. I'm on all social media, TikTok, Rumble. We were just saying, man, Corey gonna pop up right about 8. You know what I'm saying? So on TikTok, Rumble,
like clockwork, baby.
Yeah, CJ got the blaze on today. I like it, man.
Hey, you know, I had to put a drip out today, man. It's a long day today, bro. Ripping and running.
I love it.
Right. So I'm just in the middle of introducing myself and promoting. So after that, you can go ahead and get started. But @Billionaire Loan Officer on all social media. I'm on Rumble, Twitch, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. I'm on all the platforms. Just Google @Billionaire Loan Officer, all one word. You'll see me. I'll pop up. Or you can Google Brandon B. Dixon. Don't forget the BEE. If you want one of the fly condos, man, or one of the townhouses, we just came from a townhouse today. 1.3 million, man. It was awesome, man. It was all custom made luxury. Go to our website, www.houstonCondoSales.com. It's for Houstonians by Houstonians. I'm on it every day because I like to watch, be aspirational and like look at the new builds and look at the new condos, look at the fly stuff. The fly stuff motivates me. So I'm on it every day. Just take a peek, even if it's 5-10 minutes, just to look at the latest and the greatest. Also, if you want to check my rates, I challenge you to beat my rates. Go to whatstodaysrace.com. It's up and functional. Everything's ready to go. I'm about to test it one more time, but they had a few kinks and bugs, but I think the tech team worked it out. So go ahead and sign up today. You can check my rates live 24/7. whatstodaysrace.com. Also, the last thing, don't forget I'm a French Bulldog lover, American Bulldog lover. Go to my website, www.bullypalace.com. We got the accessories, the gear, the shampoo, for your Frenchie, for your American bully. So I want to speak real quickly. I know this is a drawn out one. This is a promotion show, sort of. I want to talk about a couple of shows we got coming out, CJ and I. So we want to get y'all promoted on it and get y'all aware, start advertising. So we got a show called House Tours coming out. So we shot that's why you decked out in the blazer. We shot the first episode, one of the first episodes today. We was at a $1.3 million townhome. So be on the lookout for that. We're gonna try to hit that. Have a few houses coming to you every month. So, but we're gonna be nothing but the flyest, nothing but the most luxurious, nothing but the something that you hadn't seen before. Custom builds, luxury builds. We're gonna be on it. So we check that out. We got new builds, and you want to talk a little bit about the before I get to Corey. You want to talk a little bit about the show? CJ?
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, it's something to stay tuned about. We're gonna keep, get the interest going, but it's gonna be showing the best that Houston has to offer. So, if you're interested in seeing like the luxury market in different parts of Houston, we're gonna be featuring different properties in different neighborhoods, different parts of town, so you get an idea of what Houston looks like from a luxury standpoint. So, and I wear this ain't for the I wear this all the time, man. Going on.
I'm about to be shit. You see my new swag, man. The young old dude swag, man.
You better go fishing.
Hey, it either gonna be a golf tee or a fishing tee. That's that young old.
Hey, you swag. You closing all these deals. You just gonna go out in the Gulf and go catch you a marlin or something.
Man, fishing or golfing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's that get money gear. You know what I'm saying?
That's that get money while you live in a retirement life gear. That's what that is.
Hey, that's the goal, man. Retire by 55.
Come on,
man.
Retire
about 10 years early. We're gonna slash a dime off that thing, man. Retire by 55.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So that's the goal, man. Corey, go ahead, jump in there, introduce yourself, and we're gonna get started.
Yeah, Corey Smith, loan officer, just like B Dix. If you need to hit me, number 832-297-7659, or email me, Smith Mortgage Team. Check us out. Got a lot of different programs.
Right. No doubt.
Man, Corey, I didn't know you were Vanderbilt, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I went to TSU right around the corner.
Right down the street. Hey, look, I saw it. I've been meaning to mention it to you. Yeah,
man. Nashville's crazy now, bro. That market is crazy over there.
Completely different.
Man.
Those folks out there making some good money out there now because it's expanding so much, so fast.
Straight up.
Right. Let's get the show started, man. Let me clean this camera on, man. There you go. I think you can see me now. That thing had dust on it. I ain't used it too long. All right, so let's get started, man. I want to talk a little bit about two subjects today. And one's gonna be the second part is gonna be kind of an ode to this is gonna be the last live stream Power of Ownership podcast. We gonna reformat that. We're gonna go all record it. So got two shows coming out. It's gonna be the new updated Power of Ownership podcast, and it's gonna be house tours with CJ and I. And then we got the live every week at 7:30, between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. Let's say that every Tuesday. You know, so we're gonna talk live and answer your questions live. So we got live stream show, one live stream show a week, and we're gonna have 2 pre-recorded joints coming to you every month. You know, a few times every month. So I want to talk about the luxury market. Period. Like, not only about the luxury market, the difference, and then I want to talk about the mind frame. The mind frame on if you in $200,000-$300,000 house, or you know what I'm saying, you gotta start a house. How do you get your mind frame, and what do you need to take to get to that luxury home, to get to that dream home? I'm talking about, or how do you get your dream home from the get-go? You know, what's some of the things that you could do to get into that? Because a lot of they 1 point something ain't a lot. It ain't too much. It's gonna be 2 in a minute. You know what I'm saying? 1.5 is probably gonna go to 2 in a minute. 2 mil. But how do you get what's some of the things, the mind frame on the people that's there and how to get there? And let's talk about luxury a minute. Let's talk about luxury listings and luxury sales, and what's the difference between that and the regular market, and what are you seeing at CJ as far as the realtor, as far as the difference between the luxury market and the starter market currently right now?
I mean, shoot, in Houston, the luxury between it's 2 things. Like the luxury market and investors are basically keeping the game afloat right now.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're talking about luxury, you got more people established financially, stronger credit, have money in the bank.
Right.
So, they, in most cases, they already know what they're looking for. It's a more seamless process because more than likely they bought a house before.
Right.
So, like, between them and investors, they're basically the main ones being active in the market right now. When you're looking lower level, because the increase in interest rates, it prices out so many other people because they don't have that money in the bank. Like when you're doing luxury, you gotta have money in the bank.
Right. Let me ask you this: are you seeing a lot of deals out there, or is the price going up? What's the temperature right now as far as the market?
So on the luxury side, it's pretty stable. You're not seeing many increases or decreases. You're just seeing a pretty strong, stable market. So it's closer to like a flat line. So compared to, like, let's say, for example, when we had so many people coming in from out of state and they were offering way above asking, we're not seeing that anymore. We're not seeing much of that anymore because there are still situations where there are multiple offers, but we're not seeing that throwing a 50, 75K above asking anymore.
Right.
We're seeing a more stable market where people are offering closer to market value instead of the inflated market value that we were seeing before.
Gotcha. Let me ask you this, Crew. I just unmuted the mic because we're getting a lot of feedback on your end. What are you seeing? Are you seeing the luxury kind of slow down? Are you seeing it speed up? What you seeing on your end?
I mean, I think everything is slowing down. Luxury, mid, low, whatever. I think everything is kind of slowing down a little bit. But I mean, that's the intention. That's what, you know what I'm saying, that's what the increase in interest rates is supposed to do. Now, you know what I'm saying, when you talk about stuff slowing down, a lot of people kind of get in the mindset, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, the market is coming to a halt. And that's not the case. Things are still moving. You know what I'm saying? People are still buying. People are still selling. It's just now, you know what I'm saying, they can't have their cake and eat it too. Like, you know what I'm saying, they used to be able to call the shots. The sellers used to be able to call the shots back in the day. Whatever they want to get, you know what I'm saying, they could get. But now you're starting to see seller incentives start to come back. Now they're starting to become a little bit more flexible. And then that's just pretty much across the board. Luxury market, mid-market, low market, whatever.
Right. I wanted to show what I'm kind of saying. I'm kind of seeing the investment in the luxury kind of picking up, because I think what's going on right now is that some of the deals that's on the higher price stuff has been kind of lagging, and like I said, so they got some deals going on. So a lot of people getting pre-qualified and getting ready to go, on a luxury end, so jumbos are a little bit higher, but they still have some good rates on jumbos and stuff like that. don't forget that in this particular, if you're in that category, a lot of people, they realize that interest is tax deductible. Especially with with your primary residence. So they, it's all tax deductible. So, so if it's a point, higher than it was 6 months ago, that's where it's going to be. And then they realize that it's all part of a bigger plan that, that once the rates get low, then I can refi and, save that money from there. And then it's the same thing. It's just ebbs and flows. So they won't miss out on any deals because of the rates are any high, a point higher, 2 points higher. They're not going to miss out on the luxury house that they want, the custom house that they want, their dream house, because of that particular rate. You see what I'm saying? So don't forget, you get your forever home, you don't get your forever rate.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So the rates are not going to be forever. That's a temporary thing. The house could be, the memories could be forever on that. So they don't let that make you miss out on it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So also what I'm saying is that a lot of people still have that cash left over from the pandemic. So they're getting a lot more people that's never been in that space before, that's in the luxury market. So a lot of people they got a lot of pandemic billionaires. I mean not billionaires, but millionaires. Not all PPP, but you know what I mean? But you got people that, stuff that was catered strictly toward the pandemic, and they made out. Yep. And now they're coming into the market. They want to enjoy some of their money. So I'm getting, you get a lot of that. People that are trying to invest and trying to get into that high end. I want to switch it over a little bit. Let's talk about a little bit more philosophical. What's the mind frame, man? What do you need? What does it take mind frame wise to get there if you ain't there already? And what do you think the people that's there already making it? What do you think is the difference between them and everybody else?
So when you talk about, you're talking about the difference of mindset as far as what? You know what I'm saying? Like actually making it, being able to purchase a luxury home, or what's
being able to purchase their dream home, being able to actually take the where everybody else is slowing down and stopping, and they're still purchasing, and they're still going forward. And not only that, it's like, all right, I've been working hard, and I'm how do I get there?
Okay. So I think you're saying I think it's a lot of avenues to go down to actually answer that question. Mm-hmm. When you're talking about just investments, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole completely different animal than just purchasing a home as your primary residence.
Right.
When you're talking about trying to get the right mindset, I think you're saying it goes beyond just the scope of real estate. I think when you talk about the luxury market, you're talking about people that, you know what I'm saying, have the mindset of where they're leveraging their time and they're not trading time for dollars. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they're not thinking that they're working hourly. They're thinking, okay, well, look, how can I leverage my time? How can I do 100 different things and have other people help me out to be able to increase my network, increase my money? Right. I think that's the biggest thing. It has really nothing to do with real estate. That's the other thing. Yep. But then my final point I would make is this, is that the final point I'll make is this, is that, you know what I'm saying, when you're talking about people dream homes and people getting inside their dream homes, I think the number one thing for me is that, you know what I'm saying, they have the right expectations. You can't expect this, kind of large chandelier in your foyer, you know what I'm saying, and you can only afford a $250,000 home. You know what I mean? Like, you can't expect $1 million finishes and your budget is not there. But I think, you know what I'm saying, if your dream home is, hey, look, man, I got to have this 4,000 square foot house. I got to have 7 bedrooms and all this other stuff, but your income is not there to support that type of house. I think the biggest thing for you is just kind of get your expectations in order. And then, you know what I'm saying, like, that may be your dream house, but you just can't get that dream house right now.
Right. So let me add a linchpin to that. I mean, like a footnote to that. Mm-hmm. I was trying to. It does have a lot to do with real estate, because what's the pragmatic approach to to get there where you can get to that luxury market. And the rabbit hole or the tree or the branch that I was trying to go down is that I could be a plumber. I could be a $40 to $50 to $60,000 worker. I don't have to be a millionaire in order to afford $1 million home or to get that actual dream home that's up there, that custom luxury build. The way to do it is through real estate. You got what I'm saying? So you could have a portfolio of investment properties that pays for your dream home, where you live free.
Right, but that goes back to the point of where you're not trading time for dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
That's still, if you increasing your portfolio, it's still a business that you're managing this real estate in order to kind of bring in income. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not actively out there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I got to go find me another hustle. I'm going to go sell, puppets on the side of the highway. You know what I'm saying? In order to make more money.
Right.
That's not going to get you in the luxury market.
Right. Well,
and I would even say on top of that is a mindset thing too, because when you start making some money, then you're like, all right, I'm gonna go get this Louis, I'm gonna go get this Prada,
right?
Instead of, all right, I need to stack up and buy this property,
right,
and get me some passive income coming in. And like you mentioned earlier, net worth. Those conversations I don't think are being discussed enough outside of the luxury arena. You know what I mean? So I think that's the mindset difference. Is that especially when you don't come from money,
right?
You got to learn how to leverage.
Yep.
Right.
And buying assets instead of liabilities. Shout out to EYL because that's what they preach.
Right.
But
exactly.
yeah, it's a mindset thing where, all right, I got money. How do I get this money to make me more money?
Yep.
Right. And then, like I said, with that, buying cars and stuff like that, there's a difference between assets and you said liabilities and guns and butter, so on and so forth. So you could get that house to actually pay for that car, get the house to pay for that dream house, get the house to pay for those vacations, get the house to pay for, so that's kind of the loop that I want to kind of go down, is that getting into real estate is not as hard as you think, and that can be your business to where you do have the time to do what you want to do, which is financial freedom. And you could do it. Now, it is a hustle. Yes, it is a hustle. You have to be active. It's not a passive thing in order to get these buying holes.
Yep.
But you do have to search out, get the best deals, so on and so forth. But I wanted to demonstrate real quick, because I was just having dinner with our media manager here, our social media manager, and I was telling him how easy it is. You don't need a whole lot of capital, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, and you can start your portfolio. Within a year, you can literally be financially free. Yeah. Especially if you're in your 20s and 30s. Within a year, you make the right purchases. Within a year, you can be financially free. However, you're going to need the capital, $30,000, maybe to $50,000. I'm talking on the higher end to get started. How do you do that? How do I get the capital to get started? I mean, there's a few ways. You're going to have to get a hustle or something to that effect, or get top a sales job, or get something to sell, have a great money in sales, to where you could, I wouldn't suggest putting $10 aside every week. That I would suggest doing something online, getting something to where you could get $30,000 to $50,000, and then I'll give you an example. You could easily get $100,000 property that's been dilapidated or whatever, or that needs a lot of work. Put $50,000 into it, get a loan from us. I got hard money lenders. I got over 200 lenders. Put 30% down, 30 to 35% down. Let's say 30, and that's $45,000, and finance the whole piece. Once you put that $50,000 in, most likely that property is going to be worth about $300,000. I'm lowballing.
Mm-hmm.
If you put the right renovations in, so
Yep.
I could, sell it, then get 2 more. I can rent that thing out. But let's say we sell it and get another one. Let's do the math on the selling. So I sell it for $300,000. What I financed was 45, 105. I put 45 down as the 30%, right?
Mhm.
Y'all follow me? So I financed 105.
Mm-hmm.
So now I pay that 105 off. Now I have 195.
Yep.
So that's going to be $150,000 profit on that one deal.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But that's the thing, like you said, though, it ain't passive. You actually got to get out here because those type of deals,
right?
It ain't just gonna fall in your lap. You got to go find those.
Right. That's
So
why
for
I'm
example,
setting y'all up on something. I'm setting y'all up on something. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm about to tell you how you can do that. I'm setting y'all up on something. So I got this 150 profit. I got 195 gross. So let's do it again. Let me go ahead and let me get a bigger property. Let me go ahead and get something that's $300,000, and I put $50,000 into it. Now it's worth $500. You see what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
You scaling up.
You scaling
or
up.
shit, or either that, not just that, or get two or 3 smaller ones.
Get 2,
to
3
do the
smaller
same
ones.
thing.
Either one. Let's do the same thing. Let's do the same thing. Let's get 3 smaller
Let's
ones.
scale it. Yeah, yep.
Put 45 on each. Now I got 3. Boom, and I get 150,000 off each. You see what I'm saying? Profit. Let's keep on, Or like I was telling the social media managers, I do 1 or 2, then stop. Then I'll start buying and holding them things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm buy, do the same formula, get make it 300,000, but I'm gonna put that thing, since rent's so high right now, I'm gonna put it on rent for $2,000 a month.
Yep.
You get 3 of the things, that's
Cash
six.
flow.
That's $6 a month. That pay all my bills.
Mm-hmm.
So now whatever I want to do outside of that, I got free time.
Mm-hmm.
And I
I
can
tell
be
you,
less than a
tell
year.
you, yeah, it 100% makes sense, you said, but I don't want people to think that you got to wait till you get $30,000, $40,000, or $50,000 before you're actually able to do it.
Right.
You can expedite your path a lot faster as long as you don't go down that path by yourself.
Exactly.
You have other people that can bridge the gap on what you have. You're actually able to obtain it without having to get to that $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. You got somebody with the money and you did the homework and you got the education. Y'all can partner together. I'd rather split that $150,000 to do a deal now rather than have to wait a year or 2 years until I get that $30,000 or $40,000 and then try to do a deal by myself.
Yep.
I could have made way more money than that if I just partnered up with somebody.
Right.
Let me get my ends up first, and then I can branch out on my own. Or if things is working successfully, me and him can still continue to partner. He has one aspect of the business, I have another aspect of the business, and then we grow this thing up.
Right. I'm just talking about by yourself. Like if you self-sustain, you don't have anybody. That's definitely. I'm all about collaboration over competition.
Mm-hmm.
That's my moniker. So I'm definitely about collab. So if you definitely can collab with a family member, collab with a friend, collab with an associate, do that. But I'm saying if you have no other way, you gotta have to grind and get something, sell something, and sacrifice to get that 30 to 50 up. I'm just giving you a quick example, but if you do, that could cascade you to be financially free.
And that's what we were talking about last time with wholesaling. If you don't have the cash, but you got the time and get out there and find these deals, shoot, you can make 5 figures on the deal. So we had a closing this morning, and I asked the title company, I was like, who like out of all the deals you're seeing lately, where are they coming from? And they were like, I'm getting a lot of wholesalers.
Right.
Like a lot of people are finding deals out here because people still need to sell.
Right.
So the challenge is finding the buyer. So what they're doing is finding these deals and finding the buyer. They're making bread.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just by being a matchmaker. That's it.
Exactly.
A real estate matchmaker.
That's it. I got what you need.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, wholesale is definitely a skill that you could, but I'm talking for people that's maybe you might be talented at something else. You might be talented at painting cars. You might be talented at making pottery. So you don't have to learn a whole new profession to actually get this bread up. Just get online, get your online business, become an influencer, get your lives up, get your YouTube up. It's all kind of different things you can do, so to get that bread up, but the point is what the mind frame is to eat crap for a year or two and eat caviar the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? That sacrifice for the year or two, and that can set you up for the rest of your life. You see what I'm saying? It's not hard. That's why America's so beautiful. It's not hard to get on. It just take a little bit of doing. Yeah. And you can't have the mind frame of somebody owe you something.
Yeah. I think if you did a bunch of research, you would find a ton of stories just like that. I think it was maybe last year or something like that. I read about a teacher on a $50,000 salary that built this multi-million-dollar real estate business.
Right.
On just a teacher salary.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He had so many properties, he was getting so many cash flow, and then eventually he was able to retire and leave his job. The only thing he could do at that point was just manage his portfolio.
Right. And that's kind of where I wanted to go with this, because a lot of people, when we talk about luxury, they think it's either aspirational, they daydream, or they think it's unobtainable. They think you got to have a tech job where you're making six figures. You got to be already rich. You could be a plumber, a teacher, whoever, and you could get into real estate. And it don't take a whole bunch of money. You just got to know, and that's why I was setting you up earlier. You got to know the right people in order to get these deals. And that's what we about to, CJ and I, we got coming soon. We're going to leave. We're not going to announce everything, but I'm going to give you a little bits and pieces. We do have an investment club coming out, so we're going to allow you to take advantage of our expertise and some of the other top people in the field to take advantage of our expertise and get in and get that guidance. So you can get in and do like Corey said, do a partial deal here. Why don't you shoot? I'll take a half a watermelon better than 100% of a grape.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'll take half a watermelon. You see what I'm saying? So that half a watermelon, I could chop down and bust down and keep going on my own. But why not why try for your first project or two? Why try to take the steering wheel yourself? Why not ride that thing? Get where you got to go.
Yep.
Anytime you become a fly on the wall, there's so much valuable information that you can discover. Stuff that you can't necessarily learn in a book. You know what I'm saying? Just the small nuances of just everyday business. When somebody talk about flipping houses, wholesale houses, or rental property, whatever the case may be, they can't tell you or go through all the details that goes along with it, all the small things. But you know what I'm saying, if you become a fly on the wall, you have a mentor and you're going through it, you're going to learn so much more, so much faster. And those don't become costly mistakes for you.
Right. Because either way, it's going to cost you either way.
Yep.
It's going to cost you either way.
School of Hard Knocks.
It's either going to cost you through mistakes or through, paying for education or, paying somebody to mentor you.
Paying for that
or this is the best way when you get with a group where you can pool your money and have your money. I think is a better shot, to deal with experts. Like I said, would you rather have me take the game winning shot or have LeBron take the game winning shot? You know what I'm saying? I might cramp up before the ball leave my hand. I ain't played ball in so long, so I wouldn't bet on me. I would definitely pass that thing to LeBron. Even though he's 0-3, 0-4 right now. But I still give me LeBron.
That's a Lakers thing, not a LeBron thing. You know what I'm saying? Take over for my boy.
So that's my point, man. Like, what if you could get LeBron to get on your team, play pickup to play pickup with you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why would you pass that up?
Right.
All that value he's gonna bring to just a team, even if you had a beginning team. All the information and stuff that he knows, what he's gonna tell you, what he's gonna educate you on.
Right. Experience.
Warn you about the pitfalls, the experience. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's the experience of it is priceless.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly. So that's what we got coming in the future. We're gonna give you more details. We got something coming on January 7th, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna be announcing it here as soon as we get a spot nailed down. So mind frame. Have your mind right. You know, the mind frame. We only looking for people that's in that mind frame of there is no such thing as a free lunch, and there is getting rich quick is an oxymoron. If you're looking to get rich quick,
go play the lottery.
Doesn't happen.
Ain't nobody coming to save you.
You know, so that's the thing, man. So there's no getting rich quick in this. Even with real estate, you got to know what you're doing. You got to know all the ins and outs. You got to, trial and error. You can't jump on the first thing. Everything that glitters is not gold. Can't chase all the shiny objects.
Yeah.
So sometimes the swan become the duck become the swan. You see what I'm saying? So but you got to get with people that know that. You see what I'm saying? So we got something coming out, man. It's gonna be lovely. Y'all stay tuned. It's about 8:30 now, so let's go ahead and promote a little bit as far as what y'all got coming out and where they can find y'all. And let's go ahead and take it out.
You got it, CJ?
No, I got it. I heard somebody TV or something on
Right. Let me mute you for a second. Go ahead.
All right, cool. Now, all right, everybody. CJ the Realtor. If you're looking to sell, buy, invest, hit me up 832-338-3182. Check out the website greenwoodrealtytx.com. Hit me up on social media. DM me. CJ Sales Texas. That's CJSELLSTX on all social media platforms. And be on the lookout for my YouTube channel, CJ the Realtor.
All right, Corey, what we got?
Like it. Corey Smith, your mortgage guy. Email me, smithmortgageteam@gmail.com. Give me a call, 832-297-7659.
Gotcha. All right, man. So let's recap. If you didn't catch us at the beginning, I got to recap, man. This is for promotion. So don't forget to, this is going to be, we're talking real estate. We're coming to you live every Tuesday between 7:30 to 8 o'clock. Every Tuesday, we're going to get on here and do a Q&A. So come on, y'all want to get on the panel? Just let us know. Type, sometimes we're going to put the link in the chat. So if people want to get on, we're gonna start doing that, and you want to get on and talk real estate, you could. If you don't want to get on, you could type your link in the chat, and then we could go from there. Or you can type your question in the chat, and we could go from there. Also, we got brand new YouTube show coming out called House Tour. So it's gonna be the biggest, the baddest in the land. If you're talking luxury homes, you're talking the best Houston has to offer. We're gonna show it to you. So we're gonna be outside. We're gonna be on these streets, showing you the best deals, the best money can buy, so stay tuned for that. The Power of Ownership Podcast, for those who love, I got a brand new formula, so we're going to try something different. Y'all got to stay tuned for that. I'm going to be unleashing the promos, but it's going to be totally different. We're going to still keep some of the essence of it, but we're going to change it up and go a little bit more high end with it. So I got some guests coming, every week is going to be a different guest. So I got something for y'all different now. So Power of Ownership Podcast revamped, coming out November this year. Last thing, let's go through the websites. www.applywithb.com. If you want a mortgage, you want to start going, you want to ask me a question, you want to book me for a Zoom, you want a mortgage calculator, we got ebooks on there, we got everything. Also, you can contact me at any time, 832-775-8357, as long as it's about business. Call me. At Billionaire Loan Officer on all social media channels. Also, go to our website, www.houstonCondoSales.com, if you want to looking for one of those badass condos that they got out here, or one of those fly townhouses, 3 deck, 4 deck, They got some nice. We was in the nice one today, man. They got some nice ones out there. So check that out. You want to check out my rates? You can check out my rates at any time. What's today's rates.com. Go to that website. Also, you're in the bully game, go to bullypalace.com. We got all the accessories for French Bulldogs and other bullies. I think I'm missing one. Oh, the cash out. You know, you like what we're doing. Let's keep the show going, man. We definitely take any donations. Go cash out the Power of Ownership. So we'll go from there. Other than that, man, we're gonna see y'all next week. Be on the lookout for the shows. Hey, Chris, tell them what your YouTube, and then tell them about your new website too. You forgot about that.
Oh no, I plugged it, but yeah, hit the website up. We up and running. www.greenwoodrealtytx.com, and then check out my YouTube channel. I got a couple of videos on there. It's gonna be a lot more once we get this tour going up. Is CJ the Realtor on YouTube. Check it out.
CJ the Realtor on YouTube. So. Man,
Yes,
that house
indeed.
tour is gonna be fire, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're about to put our foot in that, and there's not too many. There's a few out there, but we got our own little flavor, man. Our swag,
Yeah, and they don't look as good as me. You know what I mean? So
right.
we gonna swag it out.
Yeah, we're gonna swag it out. We're gonna keep it. You know, we're gonna keep it with our own little mixture, our little formula, and you know, we're gonna take it to real. We're not gonna just put it up there because of the price. You know, we're gonna put it up there if it's fly, if it is what it is. We're gonna show you what's in and what's not, what's hot and what's not. You know,
Yep.
so and we're gonna keep it like that. So, man, anything y'all want to add before we shut it down?
Man, hey, no, just keep tuning in. You got questions, throw them in there. Like,
Oh, I do have one thing, man. Will y'all please like, share, and spread it. You know?
right.
Like and share the video and get some people on it, man. If you like what you see, even if you don't like what you see, give us a suggestion what you want to hear.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So
hey, I'm gonna have to start doing the fragrance of the evening or something, man.
Right.
Like the Kevin Samuels out here, man.
Right, man. We need to get this jump started, so man, you know, so this particular one, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, would I need to get a different background, maybe a motion background or something? You know, so we need to get this one started, man. I'm gonna send out some more invites. I'm gonna get the Instagram, the one that was jumping the most. I'm gonna get the Instagram going live as well. So we're gonna get that going. And let's. I gotta study that and get that rocked out. So stay tuned for that, man. With that, I'm gonna say peace, man. We're gonna see y'all next week.
All right.